use my public education, and so I can spell your name right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, tell me your experience throughout this entire thing. Just kind of give me a little.
My experience, okay, from the time we landed in India, it was phenomenal, incredible. I mean, like I said, they rolled out the red carpet. It was just I think it was an experience that you have to kind of just be on the ground to understand just the hospitality, the warmness, and even me speaking to the business owners there, just their energy and trying to have business in the States, in South Florida and in Georgia. So just knowing that the synergy is there, it was a wonderful experience. Like-minded people, definitely, was intended, I would say that.
Okay. Now tell me how your vision, your business, and your life experience ties into this.
Well, I will say my business, because I do have an export management compliance company here in South Fulton, but what my goal is in India is to create a Fintech. So I'm in the process of creating a Fintech there, and that's to lend to women-owned businesses in the agricultural space, but just giving back. I think it's more so giving back and being that help, that voice to business owners that maybe can't get that collateral, that loan when they first start a business out. Because I understand that. I came from that as well. It wasn't always easy. But I think just pushing through and have someone say, I'm there to help you and give you that push to go to the next level. That's what I feel like my passion is to do. And I'm gonna start that in India.
Okay. First time in India?
My very first time in India, yes.
Okay. All right. Now, the fact that you opened up I guess you opened up your eyes and you saw that you were about to step on your soil.
Yes.
Tell me that.
The weather was warm. Like I said, the experience there, I think just even to the people there, the warmth there, they're very welcoming. I think I didn't come across anyone that was rude, that was just, aggressive or angry or mean, nothing. I think just having that warmness that when I came there, I felt like I belonged in a sense. So I didn't feel like, oh, you're just a foreigner. No, they made you feel very much at home. And I think that even helps even on a business aspect of trying to network. That would say your network is where it's at, and even build that relationship as far as getting to know who the person is, and then business follows right after that.
Okay. Most memorable thing from the trip?
Okay, on our last day of the trip, we had the elephant leaf, and you ate like the Indians, so you eat with your hands, particularly your left hand. So I don't mainly eat with my hands here in the States, but it was definitely the experience, unless I'm eating some wings and fries. Then I'm eating with my hands. Other than that, that was a memorable experience. Oh, and also too, seeing an elephant up close and personal. As we was walking to the Hindu museums, we was on this road to where an elephant was living like right in front of us walking on the road. So seeing that up close in person was definitely an experience, because I was not in a safari. I was just walking on the regular road, and it was an elephant right in front of us. So that was a memorable experience for me.
Okay. Now I've heard this, from when I was in college, that Middle Eastern countries didn't like you using your left hand. That's what I've heard. I don't know how it's true, but the fact that you mentioned that, I'm like, oh, okay, that's something different from what I've heard.
I want to say, well, I guess if you're left-handed, you can use it, but maybe, okay, so let's go back. I'm going to say that wrong. It may be your right hand, and if you're left-handed, you are able to use your left hand. So I want to say I'm right-handed, so I use my right hand. But one of the ladies on the trip, she was left-handed, so she used her left hand. So my apologies, you corrected me on that. Yes, it is your right hand. Use your right. Left hand is kind of like it's a bad experience, like a bad, not good for your left hand. They did. So I'm glad you corrected me on that. So you're right.
No,
right
that's not exactly. I was just going by what I remember.
Yeah,
because I remember what was that? Because I remember making a joke out of it. Because there was two things. They said you can't put your left hand in nobody's face, and you can't use your left hand. So
someone was coming, and you're right, because, and I guess I remember looking, because the lady raised up her hand and said, well, I'm left-handed, can I use hand? And then the guy was like, well, because if you're left-handed, you can then use your left hand. But ultimately, yes, your right hand. But someone did come around our table and was like mixing up the food, and that was definitely an experience. He didn't come to my area, but he did come around, and I guess it's kind of like a hospitality too, to say, hey, I'll help you out, I'll lend a hand. And he would come around and mix your food up for you. And you just eat it with your right hand, or if you're left-handed, eat it with your left hand. So that was definitely a different experience, I would say, for the most part.
Okay. Now that is over, now you're back home. What would you tell your colleagues about the experience and how this is beneficial for you?
I would tell them to explore the world more. Coming to India was an experience for me, just eye-opening, just a different culture change. But it was welcoming. It wasn't like a bad experience. But I would say, even if it's not India, it's anywhere. I think just expanding your horizon to anywhere in the world and going there and learning their culture, learning their ins and outs, learning their way of life it's open, and it's actually a sense of gratitude for me when I came back from India to the States, because I see, some areas just don't have as much as we may have here, and it brought me a sense of, okay, be grateful, be compassionate, be thankful for the things you have here, because people in third world countries sometimes don't even have the little you have, but they're so happy, they're graceful, they're not angry and upset, they are happy beings, and I think that's what life's about. I think just being grateful for what we have now and expanding on that. So that's what I tell my colleagues, just expand your horizon, be open-minded. Someone told me before, the world is your oyster, so definitely dive into that and explore as much as you can in this world.
All right, thank you much.
Thank you.
All right.